So still talking about coterminal angles. This time we're dealing with radians instead. All right, so unfortunately you kind of have to do these by hand. Not really a good way of doing it with the calculator. So we're still looking for something between 0 and 2 pi that matches this, but we're going to be subtracting 2 pi until we get there instead of subtracting 360. So what you have to do is rewrite the 2 pi so that it has the same denominator as this one. So we want it to have a denominator of 5. So what we're going to do is multiply by 5 over 5, and that will give us the same denominator here. So 2 pi times 5 is going to be 10 pi, and then over 5. So this is the same as 2 pi. So we're going to be subtracting 2 pi until this value is between 0 and 10 pi over 5, which is 2 pi. All right, so when we subtract it once, we get same denominators, and they're like terms because they both have pi's. This is going to give us 17 pi over 5, but that is not between 0 and this. So we got to subtract another 10 pi over 5. And this is going to give us 7 pi over 5. And that value, this is between 0 and 10 pi over 5. So this is between these two values. So this is our coterminal angle in radians. All right. We'll do the same thing here. Okay, so we've got 2 pi, but we want to write it so that it has a denominator of 3 instead. So we'll multiply top and bottom by 3. And this is going to give us 6 pi over 3. Now that's equal to 2 pi. All right, so instead of subtracting, we're going to be adding 2 pi this time. So we'll add 6 pi over 3 until we get some value between 0 and 2 pi. All right, same terms here, same denominator. Negative 22 plus 6 is negative 16. Then we have to add another one. Negative 16 plus 6 is negative 10. Got to add another one. 6 pi over 3. This will give us negative 4 pi over 3. Put that over here. All right, we got to add one more. 6 pi over 3. All right, negative 4 plus 6 is going to be positive 2 pi over 3. And this is our coterminal angle. That's our answer. That is between 0 and 6 pi over 3. So we're basically just waiting for it to turn positive is what we were doing. All right. Let me do the second question style here. All right, so they could ask you just whether or not these two angles are coterminal. And, I mean, you'd have to, keep subtracting 2 pi until this was between 0 and 2 pi, and adding 2 pi on this one until it was between 0 and 2 pi. What we're going to do instead is we're just going to subtract the 2 and then see if that's divisible by 2 pi. All right, so I've got 8 pi over 3. Got 8 pi over 3. And I'll subtract this value, which is negative 5 pi over 3. All right, and I'm just going to see if this is divisible by 2 pi. So divided by, we need to do 2 pi in parentheses here. So divided by 2 pi, and it does not divide evenly. So these are not coterminal angles. All right. So if we check out an example down here that actually does work, these two are coterminal, and I can prove it by Now going up here, and instead of it being a negative 5 pi, let's say it was a negative 10 pi over 3. All right, and if I subtract these, they are going to be divisible by 2 pi. All right, so take that and divide it by 2 pi, and it will divide evenly. All right, it gives us exactly 3. So that was the same idea as before. We were subtracting them and dividing by 360. Well, 360 is the same as 2 pi, so we did really the same thing. So these two, it would be a yes. They are coterminal.